Skunic. Huh. Glowing sea. Well, that's not the glowing sea. Wonder if he's in a ball. Um, go to Robotics Pioneer Park. I mean, doesn't just because we're going after the guy doesn't mean we just are going to ignore everything while going after the guy. Since we're going into this general area anyway, I suppose we can take a look. It's not like I'm gonna ignore the ball. He's not for long. Robotic something. Really seeing what this is all about. Birdie. Okay, if there's any hostiles there, there should be firing soon. Birdie 2. Looks like Brotherhood is coming here, so let's go in. Looks like zombies. This is just a park. Well, there's a little bit of water in it, and we just got Aqualung.
Wouldn't want it going to waste now, would we?
Nope. Probably should try to clear the... Fuck, 3 vertebrates. Some kind of junkyard there. And a couple of pretty birds going down. Game stop. Jesus Christ, totally stop. Not sure why that happens. It's sometimes. I think there was a birdie bird maybe crashing the last time that happened too. That was a long time ago. When I died from the Assaultron that suddenly just appeared and blasted me away. I think there was a birdie bird in the air at the same time. Maybe it crashed. Maybe it creates the junk there. I mean, as actual items or something. So it takes a bit of time to load it. Everything goes to shit. Raiders versus zombies. Once we've cleared the surrounding area, I'm going into that lake itself.
I don't think we're alone.
You might be right. Okay, let's activate the Protectrons. Ooh. Or, what the fuck are you protecting? Construction model, bodies model. Okay, it's probably just a show. Still, there's something there. The zone. Yank.
There we go.
Yank password. Protectrons on parade. Protectrons on parade program runs during these hours. Okay. Specific instructions will be given for holidays or special events. A backup unit has been provided. It is stored in the maintenance cabin in case of any outages. Please contact Robco HQ for replacement parts or technical support. 4 units, activate them.
Powering up. Protectron on duty. A foreigner.
Never seen a fire before. I wonder what it does. Is that there's some kind of cold ray or something? These usually suck pretty badly, but maybe with 4 of them they can pacify any hostiles in the area. They're going to the cabin. Ah, there's some kind of show. What the fuck is that? It's a bear or a death claw.
Please stand clear. This is now a free fire zone.
It's a death claw.
Attention, citizens.
Nothing.
You may now resume your normal activities.
Legendary death claw. Fortifying combat armor right leg. It's 1 strength and endurance. The vertibird dropped something in the water. At least that's what it looked like to me. Who's in for it? It's not deep enough to be swimming. Still, it's nice to not get a huge amount of radiation just because you're knee deep in here. Anything going on with the tree? Might be another decent place. Yeah, they're detecting some kind of hostile, but not really.
This how you imagined you'd go?
Okay, not much of a sight. Building a colony around a place like this might be somewhat interesting. I mean, around a gigantic tree. Nothing really special about it, but a huge water source. And well, a semi-interesting landmark. It's not much, granted, but it's something. What's that? It's a huge amount of light coming from there. Well, it's the glow, isn't it? Right. Huge fucking shock there. I'll mark the map marker in front of us. Probably head toward the vault next. I mean, since we're here and we're supposed to go here, might as well go to the vault. Edge of the glowing sea. Literally. Huge amount of radiation near them. And the radiation isn't actually stopping. I guess it's giving an early warning that your anti-radiation game needs to be top notch at that point, or don't bother going in. So it gives you a little bit of a taste for it. Why exactly is the sign still there? It jumps inside the glow immediately afterwards. It's also a farm here. No point really bringing down the radiation levels now. We're constantly eating up more. Right next to the vault. No hostiles, no sign of any kind of settlement. I'll take that back. Spotlights. Looks like a guard. And I need to fire something there, see how they react. The gunners. I sort of guessed this. It's probably a major gunner site, if not, maybe even their HQ. Have assaultrons and
weapons cold.
Fuck away from there. Assaultron will be coming after us.
Allocating additional power to the sensors. The hostile will be detected and eliminated.
We need to peel them, not just rush in there. I'm afraid that Nick will make that impossible, but I'll give it a shot at least. I'd like to get rid of this Assaultron without a real fight.
AO is clear.
Most of the enemies will be directly at the entrance point. What's that? Hopefully more gunners. And I think it's coming daytime. Volt 95. You see 3 guys there. One, 2, 3. One of them is the Assaultron. Wish I'd have taken the missile launcher with me.
Someone's coming.
Yeah, I know someone's. I think we're cool. First grenade was a bit more successful than I thought.
Hey, toss anything you can't haul my way. Someone was expecting trouble.
I'm going to be fairly cautious in picking up stuff here. Because we haven't really even entered the place, and I would hate to use up my carry weight here. It's much more important that we get most of the stuff that is inside than get the stuff that is outside. This is something we can re-access very easily. Right. We know there's more hostiles here. There's probably at least one guy patrolling. There's a turret somewhere. Penetrating Fat Man. Ignore 30% of the target's damage and energy resistance. Ah, fuck, we have to take this. The other one does more damage. The other specialty one we have.
I'm all ears. Whatever you need.
Although Penetrating Fat Man sort of sounds something completely different. Vault 95. Let's see what the fuss is about. These guys have decent armoring and are well equipped, so we should basically not hold back too much in a location like this. Traps, traps, traps.
Nice.
Turret control. Hey, there's about half a dozen guys at reaction range. And no turrets, very likely at this point. Still, it's a valuable information for us. Nick is going to be a bother here, but it's going to be what it's going to be.
What's that? We're not alone. We won't be bothering anybody now.
Go back, go back.
Scanning.
Other robots. Lot of robots.
Scanners detected.
I think they're gonna have to forfeit their deposit.
Right. Don't care too much about looting at this point since we're still surrounded by enemies pretty much on all sides. But certain
Anything
things
useful?
could be looted. Ammunition at least. Master.
Sweet.
Facilities win. This master log should give us some tangible benefit. Maybe quick access to the core of this place. That's a guy. Several guys. If Nick wasn't here, I guess I would be fairly confident we can just go in there, but no. Not so much. Are these even gunners? I don't think they reacted. Guys or defenses upstairs reacted. Right, automatic defenses. So I'm thinking those guys might not be gunners. There's no reaction from them. They're sort of in a room there. What is that? It's a cafeteria. I suppose they could. There's nothing saying they aren't, but I'm a bit iffy on that. I'm not sure should I take the chance. Reactor Atrium Overseer Exit Zone. Search. That's the problem. Am I going to risk something to find out? Am I just gonna shoot everyone? One of them is at least in armor. Yeah, they're all gunners. Dirty army fatigues, that's what he's wearing. Okay, I can understand we bypass certain defenses by coming in here, but what exactly did we bypass? Because this isn't exactly low defense area either. Turrets and soldiers everywhere. Suppose I could have walked past this one. Research class and a clinic.
Well, ain't that a blast from the past?
A microscope. Nothing like the future microscopes that we're using. This leads up. Up is good. Well, I think up is good. More worried about the automated defenses than anything else. Easy to take down, but I don't want them to get to the alert state. I'd like to be able to take them down before that. So you decide to open the door. Teapot, teacup. Wonder how these guys died. Someone came in and murdered them. That's a viable option. And Nick, you fucking piece of shit.
Yeah, that's one way to get the coolant pumping.
I suppose I really would like to see a game like this where there's a stealth companion, an AI to handle it properly. I don't consider the fact that you can basically they say to them that to stay put and let you go alone as a compromise. It's basically just admitting that yeah, the AI is not in any way capable of doing this, so at least you have a way to handle it. It's better than nothing, granted, but it's the companions are still just a huge pain in the ass if you go the stealth route. I suppose you can work with it. I mean, invest as much on the stealth aspects as possible for the companions. I think we have one chameleon armor piece too. So even though I don't want to use it because because the lighting changes and the unreadable Pip-Boy, it doesn't. There's no reason why I couldn't give it to a companion. Make my life easier. So we're not friendly with the gunners, I get that. That's why we're okay to go in here and murder everyone. I wonder if we have what's the end goal here other than just kill gunners? The leader is somewhere here. Kind of Tubson. Where's the turret? I'm pretty sure there's a turret somewhere here. There. Detox facility.
Sweet.
Have you taken your medication today? No, I have not. Yeah, there's a huge amount of drugs here, but it's hard to say, is it because of the gunners or because of the original vault dwellers. I mean, if there's a detox facility, is it was it a detox facility originally, or is it added later on?
Gunner down!
Some kind of commander, but a nameless one.
You got a thing for antiques, huh?
Plasma pistol. Whiskey. Vente looks like the detox is part of the original design. I'll read this. Clean room. Initiate toxin purge. No subject detected, okay. So we can come here and get a toxin purge down on someone. Yeah. That seems to be the only purpose of this place. I certainly can't use it. Keep that in mind. Still, doesn't seem to have any real connection to the rest of the base. Something extra. Or something you can, well, I can't access any of the other parts of the base from here. So, this is just something you can do without aggravating the rest of the base. Just seems a bit weird to me. Right. Just something extra, I suppose. Barracks area, I guess. Generator. Deep down. Reactor. That seems like a place you don't necessarily want to go into. Yep, no bueno. Probably have to, but definitely not my first choice.
The heart of the beast.
This doesn't exactly look like some kind of natural event here. It is another Deathclaw cave or something.
Doing
Altern-
that much good at this point.
Alternative way to get to the same spot. Could have avoided the patrols entirely. Don't really see the point though. It's always risky business as far as I'm concerned. I mean, if you get detected after later on, you're just gonna be surrounded by enemies instead of being able to retreat in safety. Quick draw. Quick draw board. I have to take it.
That's it.
Starting to look like this was it.
Yes.
So far, I haven't found anything of even remote interest here. Just rubbish. I suppose we got the mini nuke launcher.
Hey,
What's the plan?
I don't know if it's a good one though, because of the other one we found, the extra damage one. I mean, the other one allows you to penetrate some armor, sure, but the other one does more extra damage anyway. And the extra damage will still be applied even if the other guy doesn't have armor, so I think it's better. Massively better. And that's it, right? There's the exit. I haven't visited there, but how the fuck do you get there? It's up. There's also another option there. Okay, we're definitely not done with this. Residential area. Still, we've secured a large section of this. But there's no real boss. There was the commander, but nameless guy in a site of this size. I don't buy it. Because even shitty, almost random seeming sites have a named character leading them. The clinic. That it? Soap is basically oil. I'm taking it. Are you a gunner? Guess as a member of the Minutemen, they are our natural enemies. So it's not like I can just ignore their presence. The residential area will still be unexplored. This is a classroom, I guess.
I bet meetings like this sure made life down here easier.
Yeah, but what killed these guys? I mean, they seem like they died in a meeting sipping tea. Like they didn't see it coming. Stop screwing around with the skeletons. Clean copy cup. Yeah, something just doesn't sit right with me with this.
Yeah, so long as you're carrying it.
Overseer Terminal. Vault 95 Overseer Manifest. The Overseer of Vault 95 is an elected individual chosen to run the daily meetings and ensure the other residents adhere to the rules of the Vault Tech Rehabilitation Program. Okay. This is not to be considered a position of power, but rather a position of support and servitude. Infractions are to be dealt with using positive reinforcement and encouragement. The residents of Vault 95 are family and share the same path. The position of Overseer should not prevent a resident from continuing their own personal journey. An election will be held once a year on October 30th. Residents are encouraged to inform their decisions based on awarded merit points as laid out in the program guidelines. Meeting notes. Overseer Jane Myers. Discussion topic: the usefulness of continued meetings. Resident Michael has expressed his desire to reduce the amount of meetings. He believes chem dependence is no longer an issue. President Randall reminded the group that adherence to the program was a condition of living in the vault. Resident Patricia wondered if Vault-Tec even existed anymore. President Randall reminded the group that we are all addicts. We may pick up unhealthy habits without the program. I expressed agreement with Randall's sentiments. Issue was put to vote. Vote to continue the program was unanimous. Block facilities wing. Yeah, unlocked. So this is where we could have opened it. Okay, at least that explains it. Just put a bunch of addicts in the same facility. Run a rehabilitation program. What do we have left? Residential wing. Might be others. Yeah, there's something here, but I'm not sure, is it because the map doesn't show it or what? Right, that should be the other wing. Grenade trap again? Or the bombs? Grenade case. Residential. Space Monkey. I think Mr. Space Monkey is gonna have to be left behind this time. We're fairly low on carry weight. So it's hard to justify taking up a Space Monkey that's fairly worthless. Ooh, armor workbench, that is good. You can pick up a few armors and break them down to their components. Private terminal.
Through.
If not user or Gutierrez, log out immediately. Okay. Your orders. Ensure all residents do not stray from the Vault-Tec rehabilitation program. It is paramount that it is strictly followed for our research objectives. You will act as any other resident. Your backstory and identity should already be committed to memory and will not be recounted here. You are to work with the Overseer-elect on any compliance issues, while ensuring ignorance of your special objectives. After 5 calendar years, your objective will shift. You will open the hidden storage compartment you were shown during your training. Allow the residents to discover the stash of chems within on their own. Once it has been discovered, you are to to thoroughly document the response to of the community. Observation Journal. Today marks the 5th calendar year since the residence of Vault 95 and I have moved into the vault. This will be my first entry. Vault-Tec rehabilitation program seems to have helped every subject in this vault deal with the symptoms of withdrawal and cope with a new life in the vault environment. This is not to say that withdrawal was not a challenging process for some subjects. Our hypothesis was correct. When there is simply no other alternative, an individual can recover. Today I will sneak out when all are asleep and open the stash of addictive substances that has lay hidden for the last 5 years. Isolation seems to have proved helpful when addictive stimuli are absent. Now to see what such stimuli do to the social order we have created over the previous years. Yeah, that's more like Vault-Tec. I guess did they kill themselves? Overdose? I feel we're missing vital pieces of the puzzle, although everyone's here next to a set of drugs basically, so overdose is a very likely alternative. Coffee cups all over the place, jets, psycho, sugar, soft drinks. Be some suicides. Although it probably is after the drugs ran out, I would imagine. Right. So basically the gunners found and took over a dead ball. This would be the hidden stash. A lot left, but still some booze, some drugs. I don't even want to look at the rest of the containers there, no point. So another Vault-Tec success story. Waiting for the guy to come back here. Don't want to move it too much. That seems to continue further on. So if I could quietly take him down here, that would be great. Might not even alert anyone else.
Got it.
Aptly done.
Two guys coming our way.
We're hot! Playing with the wrong scent.
All right.
Safecracker's middle left leg. I don't even want to know what that is. Probably a larger area where the safecracking succeeds. Not useful in any way. We can pick something like that up if we happen to have a little bit of extra room when we're coming out of this place. Big guns. Gain plus 25% critical damage with heavy weapons. Not really useful at all. Resident Terminal, Lock 1. Fuck Vault-Tec. They said they were helping us. Vault was supposed to be safe. A place where rehabilitation was nothing but inevitable. It may have been the end of the world for most, but for we lost souls it was a new beginning. I was grateful for the chance to start over. We all were. We've had our struggles the last 5 years, but the time we spent here turned us to family. Any one of us would have been happy to play out the rest of our lives in here, and now this. They knew what they were doing. They weren't trying to help us. I never thought I would see Kims again. Why would I? But now, here we are, with a whole lifetime's worth of the stuff laid out in front of us, like a freaking department store window display, and it was there the whole time. Some cracked right away, grabbed what they could and ran off to get high. There was fighting. I hid. Nothing I could have done to help anyone. I'm still hearing gunshots. I'm not ready to give up what I had here. I thought I was over the stuff. I thought if I ever saw it again, I wouldn't have power. It wouldn't have power over me. I was wrong. It's taking every ounce of my willpower to stay here locked in this room. I can't take it anymore. No reason to stay sober. It's just as messed up down here as it is up there. I need something to help me cope. I don't care about the program anymore. I don't care. I really don't. I'm going to go out and be with my friends. I hope someone is left. I get the sentiment. I mean, the society is fucked up already. Even if there's a handful of people who... Chemistry jar. Handful of people who still have it together, it's not enough.
That's it.
Game over. We visit all the places here. Because we did. We solved the mystery of what the hell happened. but we didn't really encounter anything interesting here. The bobblehead is nice, but sort of feels like, well, it's not a terrible place. But it's nothing amazing either. These types of vaults in general tend to be the dullest. I mean, no one's left alive and there's not all that much going on either. Just a dead vault basically, and you can read a couple of notes that outline what happened. And that's it. Okay, we can take a few items. I'm inclined to take armor pieces because there is the armor workbench there. Safecracker's left leg. Increases size of sweet spot while picking locks. It's a piece of shit. Game crashed. We're pretty much done with the place though, so it's gonna get the fuck out. I guess we're gonna continue our way to the blue. We'll have to do an equipment drop though. No point going forward with this much crap in tow. Might have something naturally. Don't think so. Don't see any obvious thing that I might have missed. Right. The only reason I can't see these is because the map refuses to scroll that far. So yeah, there might be one thing, the generator area. I don't think so, but be a couple of bodies there. Need to run. Got a plasma rifle out of this. Right. Yeah, I don't think we missed anything too valuable, so. Oh crap, how much overweight are we?
Why would you fill yourself with that junk?
Because I'm low on carry weight. Nick doesn't really approve of drug use either. Exactly is this? Definitely not a bad place to visit. And if you're a heavy weapon user, very, very, very good place to visit. I would say more, maybe more so if you're a heavy weapon that does some kind of explosive damage. Sometimes the damage on itself just isn't really enough. But if it cripples, plays them out of the fight anyway, it's just as good. Just as good as killing them. The gamma gun. Is this a pistol size? I never got the size thing of this. Is this a pistol size weapon or is this some kind of heavy weapon? From the front it sort of looks like a same as minigun, but that would assume that it's a very, very gigantic weapon, and it is a much smaller one.
Hey,
I'm listening.
Wondering should I take the missile launcher with us? There's gonna be a lot of nasty stuff waiting for us in the road. If I take that, we are severely handicapping our carry weight. I'll save the plasma rifle and the pistol. I can't think of really any good use for them at the moment. But it's not, at the moment it's also a fairly rare item that I can find, so hold on to it. I suppose if I would drastically remove grenades and other explosives, that would give us the extra carry weight we might need. Also give up some drugs. Oh fuck. Probably want. We have the ghost rifle and the assault rifle. That's pretty much all we have at this point. Ah, shit. Crevasse tooth. Mighty Fat Man, 25% more damage. Weight 30.7. Actually, this might be lighter than the upgraded missile launcher. Although that's something that we could change. The reason the targeting missile launcher is so heavy, yeah, it's because of the targeting aspect. And that's something I think I could easily give up on. It would basically track a target once it's got a lock on. And I'm not really all that interested in that. Well, it's a slight reduction in weight. It's not that important. Fire and forget. Night vision might be better. It's the quad barrel. Yeah. It's one missile or improved ammo capacity. we go from 30 to 50, so it's extra 20 pounds. It depends on the reload speed, I suppose. With quad barrel, you could easily take down. I mean, we basically have over 1,000 points of damage in our barrels at that point. But the ability to launch multiple rockets is fantastic. But it's 50 fucking pounds. Ah. Can we upgrade the Mighty Batman? Merv launch. Damage goes from 923 to 23. I'm not quite sure why. It requires an insane amount. Gun Nut 4 and Science 4. I'm not quite sure what this does. I don't think it actually reduces damage quite so much. It's just that it doesn't really work like you would expect it to work. It probably does the 900 whatchamacallit damage per Batman launch. However, this is a little bit different. I suppose you can always just test it out. Also, carry weight is significantly lower than with the missile launcher. So, in many ways, this would be a better option for us. But it is not, though. This will murderize everything. No doubt about that. Okay, you can always switch things around.
Hey, remind me to stay on your good side.
Well, I say that I want to test it out. I want to see what's going on. Mighty Experimental Merv. It uses up a single shot. I'm certainly going to load after launch, so I don't particularly care how it goes. That's why it doesn't register a single shot. Flies over a target area, brings down the lab. Hard to say how damaging that is. I'm loading. I don't think I really care for it. It could be that their individual warhead is just as damaging as a single warhead. I would imagine it's significantly better because you don't need anything for the Fat Man, and you need basically 8 perk points to get the Merv version. However, I'm not currently taking the Fat Man anyway, so it doesn't really matter. 20 fragmentation grenades, fragmentation mines, just dumping all of this. In a desperate attempt to try to create more carry weight, I need to get the weight out of somewhere. Well, plasma grenade, 4 plasma mines. Actually, we don't probably need those plasma mines either. We have bottle cap mines. Right. We don't really have extra equipment, at least not too much. Right. And we do need to look seriously into ability to carry more weight on our character? Nope. We have 35. I'm trying to go through everything simply to see... Buttercup toy. Simply to see, do we have any obvious unnecessary sources of weight that I might have easily ignored. I don't think so, but never know. Baltic no. Viable blood samples have weight then. Okay, mostly we're okay. Aid is another matter. We have way too many drugs in general. Berry mentats highlight living targets. Okay. We have the syringe ammunition, although we have no syringer. I'm dumping these. I mean, I'm fairly desperate in trying to squeeze out extra weight out of anything. 30 buff outs, not needed. Buff Taz. Charisma and luck increase. 58 jet, how about new? Parlor cakes are unnecessary. Mutant hot meat. Radix. Well, it's a good drug, but we don't need quite so many. Radaways, same thing. We do need quite a lot, just in case, since you know where we're going. Don't need this many stealth toys. Its impacts don't weigh anything, objects and weight. So, we have a significant amount of excess carry weight now. Actually, more than we had before, so, yep. I think we're good to go. Get a new weapon. Ghost Rifle Targeting Missile Launcher. How many missiles do we have? 121. Wonder if the night vision scope would have been better. It tells you what the target is. But might as well do one additional thing. Well, go and get as much ammunition as we can. Kneecapper missile launcher. Yeah, this is better. Fuck. Wounding plasma pistol versus normal plasma pistol. Ah, shit. Can we upgrade the kneecapper just as much the other? Yeah. Suppose we should take the targeting computer. Fire and forget. Although it's not exactly what I'm looking for. It really isn't. Night vision has a better accuracy, but the fire and forget probably has stuff. I'll try to. I want to see the night vision. What's the difference? We're gonna use the kneecapper. It just does 20% chance of crippling a target enemy. That's pretty much identical otherwise. This is, I suppose, more what we're looking for. But this, you need to actually snipe with
at their
this.
worst in my line of work. Hard to not let it get to you sometimes.
No, I don't want this. There's nothing terribly wrong with this, but again, if we're going to snipe, we're going to snipe. Kneecapper. Right. We might be able to... Can't move anymore. Right. What? Right, so we have a... Again, empty carry weights we should fill out with something. Could be a fat man. Actually, perfect fit. We're looking for more conventional type of ammunition, so I'm choosing the Diamond City market. And we're going to sell all the excess scrap anyway. We'll take pretty much trash ammunition if that's the only option. Doesn't really matter. I just want to get rid of the stored crap we have. We can get more missiles, all the better. Anything that doesn't have weight to it.
Beer in my slippers after this shift. That's all I ask.
I know Paul was mad, but it's not like him to just disappear like that.
I do hope you're here to make a purchase. It's what I live for.
Sure. Let's take a look.
Oh, goody.
Goody, do you have ammunition? You have some. Actually, you have a decent amount. You fat men. $1,115. So, besides, probably should take plasma cartridges, although we're not really using them. First for weapons, yep. First for weapons we're actually using. I suppose if I'm not going to use the flamer property of the plasma cartridges, I'm going to just make a rifle out of it and give it to someone else. Right. Nice doing business with you. Edge of the glowing sea. Well, we know where we have to go. but we might as well just walk there. There were other areas there of point of interest, factories, things like that, and I mostly avoided everything. So we're gonna walk that path again. This time with the intention of taking a look at as many things as possible, instead of trying to avoid everything. There was at least another plane crash site there too. If we're lucky, it might even be the UFO site. What was it? Southwest?